Okay, we have the third one of the match here. This bonfire and fountain. Bonfire can get rid of your, well, anything you put into play, not just coppers, but here it's just coppers. But the board looks particularly vicious in that we have Scrying Pool and Swindler. So Scrying Pool means you get to see what's on top of the deck. Swindler means you get to snipe that thing exactly. There's no defense, no blocking. You just have to, I don't know, deal with it as best as possible. So I'm going to open Swindler and Potion, going straight for that plan. It seems very, very potent, just to knock things out of your opponent's deck, particularly when the Scrying Pools are empty and you hit a Scrying Pool with a Swindler. That doesn't come back. That just disappears, which is sad, which is very sad. So my opponent has 5-2, just opens with the Potion, now goes for a Swindler. Perfectly reasonable here. On 4, I decide to go for a Bonfire, removing some of the potential targets from my deck from the Swindler. I want to get pretty thin here with Bonfire. If I could take all the coppers out of my deck, I would like to do so, because all I really need is this Swindler and this Potion to be able to buy Scrying Pools. Once I am able to buy Scrying Pools, well, then I can buy Peddlers, and then 1 Peddler means 2 Peddlers, 3, 4, and then I can buy more expensive things, and we don't have to worry about coppers in the deck. So that is what I'm angling for in the early game here. Obviously, if I could get to play more than 1 Swindler, that would be excellent news. So here I am going to top deck this. It's okay, I guess. Not particularly attractive. I would love to snipe this man's Potion. Maybe I could have gone looking for it. Maybe I should have gone looking for it. I'm not sure. But this is what we have here. Now I think about Peddler, but I don't think it's that great right now. Maybe a little bit later. So for now, let's just take some more targets out the deck. Maybe see the Scrying Pool a bit earlier. Yup, there we go. There's the Scrying Pool. I am gonna get a copper nicked off here. That was kinda unfortunate, given that it was 50-50 there for him to hit an estate. I mean, I suppose he didn't hit the Swindler, so that's a good thing, right? And I managed to land another curse in his deck, so that's excellent news for me here. So this could be another Bonfire, but I choose to go for another Scrying Pool instead. Maybe Bonfire was a better play there than the Scrying Pool, but oh well. So this Swindler has to go blind here, and again I hit his assist. This is the second time I've done so not the greatest luck in the world. And speaking about luck, look what's at the top of the deck. Yeah, I am immediately defanged there by my opponent. He saw the Swindler at the top, left it there, and gave me a silver for my troubles. Now, because I've been trashing with Bonfire, it means I have no more money through the rest of my deck. I need to find that silver and that copper to be able to repurchase a Swindler. And that's going to take time, and in that time he is going to wreak havoc on my deck. So I have to get there as quickly as possible. A Scrying Pool for me here, so I do have quite a bit of those in a fairly thin deck. But I don't have anything to do with my deck. I need to buy back that Swindler as soon as possible. So luckily I do have the silver in hand. Just need to find one of my 2 coppers. Nope. My opponent hits one of my remaining 2 coppers there. So now I just have a single copper in the deck alongside the silver. So even if I do find the Potion here, I think I am going to pick up a Swindler. It's just very, very important that I do so. I do find the Potion, but no Scrying Pool yet. I have 4 of them, and maybe I could get to parity to share the Scrying Pool split on the next shuffle, hopefully, if he doesn't snipe my Potion out from on top of my deck. So there's my Potion. Is the Swindler coming out? He has it in hand, but he actually discards the Potion and instead chooses to play the Swindler, hitting yet another copper out of my deck. So all my attempts at using Bonfire to make, you know, the number of curse targets in my deck less, utterly failed because he still managed to hit the remaining 3 coppers in my deck. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. At least I have my Swindler still, so that is a good thing. The bad thing is that, well, now I have these 3 curses when I could have been able to trash them out the deck. Okay, so here I have 4. My opponent's actually picked up another Swindler, so he's taking measures against losing one of his Swindlers, which does happen. I do replace it with a silver. I feel like that's the worst card to give him. The Scrying Pool doesn't like to have non-action cards in the deck, and also there's Vineyard on the board, which he may want to go for at some point, because the way this game is going, look, there goes our Scrying Pool, and he picks up the last one. So I believe I only have 4 Scrying Pools and he has 5 Scrying Pools, so you see he has the advantage there, unfortunately. So there I could have kept the potion and destroyed it, and it would have been very difficult for him to buy it back. Why would I want to destroy the potion? Well, because of vineyards, right? If I do that, it means only I have access to the vineyards, which are now worth 2 points. Not great, but I do plan to boost those during the course of the game. I didn't really know what to buy there. Maybe buying nothing is better. And as I was saying, the game seems to be heading for some kind of 3 pile. The Scrying Pools are out. We are going to keep... look, one of my Scrying Pools died. Please help. Please help. I already had less than him. But he managed to top deck that for me and then destroyed it with his Swindler. Right? And he has $6 here. I was incredibly amazed. How does he have that much money? How did he draw so much money? I don't have that much money. I mean, he has trash less with his bonfire, so I guess he's just drawing those coppers for the money, but $6 is a lot of money in my book. So here I am able to see one of his Swindlers and I replace it again with a silver here. For the reasons I mentioned before, right? It's not conducive to Scrying Pool draw and it doesn't count towards vineyards. And I here pick up a fishing village. So the fishing village is nice. It sits outside your deck for a turn, which means it's less likely to be destroyed by Swindler. My opponent, what does he do here? He picks up another Swindler. So I think at this part of the game we are going to go after the Swindlers pretty aggressively. You really don't want to be in this kind of game without a Swindler in your deck. So I'm able to get rid of one of his Scrying Pools now, which is good news. If I can get rid of all of them, that would be excellent. Excellent news indeed. He goes fishing for something off the top of my deck, and it is a Scrying Pool. So now I only have 2. That is very, very sad. It's the only source I draw on the board, right? And you need it. It's so essential. That plus the Swindler. I do find one of his, however, so that is good news for me. I'm going to take it out the deck here, and I believe I purchased another Swindler. I mean, the peddlers are free at this point, but like I said, you do not want to be caught without Swindlers on this board, especially when your opponent has more Scrying Pools than you. That's not good. That could not be good. Another $6 hand for my opponent. I have no idea how is he stringing together this. Maybe it's because I'm giving him silver. So here I have to play Swindlers blind, and they do nothing useful except run down the pile. So again, I hit one of his estates, 3rd time for the game, and I hit a curse, which again, that's not great. Like, I helped him a lot by doing that, right? Removing those 2 cards from the top of his deck. 5 here, I go for a peddler. The cute thing is that if the peddlers are empty and Swindler hits one of your peddlers, they have to give you a province. Unfortunately, we aren't going to get to that point. I lose another one of my Swindlers here, so I think I'm on the receiving end of this attack here, this Scrying Pool plus Swindler thing. Another $6 hand for my opponent. He goes for a peddler of his own. Of course, the peddler is nice with the Scrying Pool and whatnot. So here, look, I had an opportunity to knock this potion out of his deck. I could have done it, but I chose to go looking for something better. Preferably one of these guys, the Swindlers, or a Scrying Pool. Now, I'm not sure if I should have just taken my opportunity and remove the potion from his deck. I mean, he could just buy it back, but it does slow him down a little bit to do so. So I do manage to get rid of one of his swindlers. I'm not really sure who has how many swindlers at this point. I think I have two, now one, because they just die. My swindlers just die and get turned into silvers at this point. This is an awful hand. Going to pass here. This is a much better hand. Hopefully something could come of it. Also, a cute thing with the peddler is that, okay, so my opponent gets up to province here, so this is why I mentioned it, right? I mentioned peddler turning into province, but it could go the other way as well. Meaning, if I hit his province, I could turn it into a peddler. And on this board, none of the big victory cards are safe. Province goes into peddler, another estate. Lord have mercy. Half the estates are gone. I pick up another vineyard here, just trying to scramble for points because the game might end soon. It might, it also might not. It's hard to say. Another swindler dies. Yet another swindler dies. Why? Why do you guys not want to stick around? Duchy for my opponent, so he's also scrambling for points. Here I do top deck the province, hoping to find a swindler to turn that into a peddler. Nothing doing because I have a bunch of silvers instead. So the provinces get turned into peddlers, the fairgrounds gets turned into gold, your duchies get turned into a royal seal probably. Merchantship is way too good to give him. 6 here, he's gonna pick up a fairgrounds at this point, right? So I wasn't sure how much points it was worth. Maybe it's worth 6 already. I have a merchantship now. That should be real good for me if I do get to play it, of course. He trashes our vineyard, which means I get one back, but that's not what I want to see. It pushes the game closer towards the end, and now there's 2 more vineyards, and there's very little I could do at this point. I have to try to fatten up my existing vineyard, so I consider between Shantytown and Peddler. I opt for Peddler just because some money. Shantytown can draw me cards, but I don't know, I think I value the Peddler a little more at this point. Another fairgrounds for my opponent, so he is taking quite a commanding lead here, and it'll take some luck for me to come through here at the end. So this swindler turns up empty-handed, but I do get another, well, I get to play Scrying Pool again. He top decked a swindler, which is why I went for the attack there. And here I am able to come up with a province, but it does mean that I use all my good cards at the top of the shuffle here, which is bad for the remaining part of the shuffle, except not so bad because there's a merchantship heroics incoming. So I think I can pick up a duchy here with this merchantship and hope he's not able to pick up anything, but he has a lot of money in his hand right now. Maybe enough to buy another province. I need some help here, deck. I need some help. Give me a break. 5 could be duchy, but I think I go for another merchantship. It boosts my vineyards, I believe. So I mean, it was worth just as much as a duchy. Not bad, and I get the merchantship in my deck. Hopefully, it could put in some work. My opponent picks up. He trashes one of my vineyards again, which means there's 1 left in the stack. Very easy for the game to finish. All he has to do is find his potion, which I had the opportunity to trash but chose not to. So maybe I should have done that. Maybe. I don't know. So here he does nothing. There's our province. Okay. Come on. One swindler. Nope. Fishing village, Shantytown. It doesn't matter because he has the potion in his next hand to finish the game, I believe. So that's how game 3 ends. This is a vicious game, right? Scrying Pool. No, not this turn. The next turn he'll finish the game then. Another fairgrounds just to cement his lead. Yeah, very vicious game here with the Scrying Pool plus Swindler attack. And I think I just came out on the wrong end of it, right? I liked trying to get as thin as possible to remove all those coppers from my deck, but things just didn't work out for me here, I feel. If you see anything that I could have done better, do let me know. Do let me know in the comments below. Alright, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the second half.